Hi there, this is the story about SoundHound, ticker symbol SOUN. Now, the current market cap is about 4.6 billion. Pay close attention to this, as this is the most important question you should ask, whether this company, SoundHound, is a great investment or not. And the answer, you will find it in this box. So during this video, open the box and you'll find it. And to understand the answer from this box, you have to look at the business. If you look at the stock price, $11. It went from $1, the lowest point, to over $11. Quite a lot. Now, if you look at the revenue over the last 3 years, just compare the revenue for 2024, 84 million, with the current market cap of 4.6 billion. So you can see that it's way overvalued, the current market cap compared to their revenue. And over the last 3 years, the revenue was about 41 million, 45, and 84 million. And their earnings, if you look at the earnings, they were with minus. A loss of over 100 million, 160 million in 2022, a loss of over 80 million, and 2024 a loss over 300 million. So the revenue doubled from 45 million to 84 million, but also their losses tripled. And this is not sustainable in the long term. Now, for the last quarter, surprise, they reported positive earnings over 100 million, but don't think that those earnings came from their revenue, just an adjustment on their liabilities. Be aware of that. Just be aware of that. Now, if you look at their balance sheet to justify this high market cap, you can see they only have $245 million. It's that much compared with their market cap. And you have to understand how this business operates, how they make money. Because maybe the revenue, high growth rate will come in the future. And this is what the market expects. As you probably know, SoundHound offers voice AI platform. Speech to me. They offer hosted services, professional services, and licensing. Such as, for instance, for hosted services, smart answering, smart ordering, and licensing. They license their voice to other companies. And for the moment they operate, most of their customers are from the automotive industry, clients such as Hyundai, Stellantis, and restaurants. For instance, Chipotle. Now, they make money by offering this voice AI platform, focusing on specific apps for restaurants, ordering, and cars. Now, if you search the total addressable market for their services, you'll find that the total TAM is about 140 billion in revenue. Future revenue, where SoundHound can take a portion. Maybe 10%, that means 14 billion revenue, or a market share about 20%. That may be possible, right? It also depends on their platform, how competitive it is or can become. So imagine 10%, 14 billion, and if you have 14 billion revenue, market cap 4.6 billion, you can easily have from this level more than 3x. Quite easy. Quite easy. Only if they take a market share about 10% from this TAM, total addressable market of about 140 billion. Now, here is the thing, and you have to understand that 45 billion will come from automotive, 63 billion from restaurants. This is what the market expects, the analyst estimates. Of course, this total addressable market of about 140 billion, yes, it's possible to happen for AI. Take into account that not only for speech to meaning, but also other AI services. This can happen. The revenue to reach 140 billion. Now, you have to understand that SoundHound AI is not alone. And here most people fail to understand the competitive landscape of this industry. Now, if you do a research, just do a simple research or test on your own. Download the apps from SoundHound, from ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, Cloud, or other apps, AI apps, and test them. See which one offers you a better experience, speech to meaning. And I'll tell you from my own experience. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok. Of course, I haven't tested Grok 4, which, according to comments from X, right now is the leader. So if you test all these platforms and compare it with Sound AI, you'll find who's the best. And SoundHound is in last place. Now, if their platform, their own voice AI platform, doesn't keep up with ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, or other platforms, then how come can you expect that they will reach a market share about 10% from this total TAM of 140 billion? Especially as they have huge losses. I'm not sure if they can survive in this highly competitive industry. In my prediction, just through my prediction, and you can mark my word, stock price from this level will go down. Just save the video and check it after 1 year, 2 years. And you'll see that the market cap, the current market cap is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Because if you look at the revenue, compared to their earnings, only 44 million, and their loss is over 300 million, this is not sustainable over the next 5 years. It's not sustainable. They don't have the resources to invest in their own platform. And by the way, for this voice AI platform, they have to pay for cloud services, for that infrastructure, processing, storage, NVIDIA, those GPUs. They don't have the earnings. They have to take money from investors and invest in their platform. Of course, for the moment, they don't have their own data centers, as ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok have. And if you look at the number of shares over the last year, just compare year over year, they have increased from 200. This number has increased from 286 million to over 393 million. And this is value destruction in the long term. Yes, at this level, they'll continue to issue more shares because it's quite profitable to raise money at those high prices from investors. But you have to ask yourself if this company can become profitable. And my answer is unlikely. Unlikely because the competition is tough. Yes, they offer this speech to meaning. But be aware of this. Don't focus only on speech, but also on meaning. Speech to meaning. You want an AI that is reliable. If you ask him something, he will tell you the right answer. He will dig deeper to find or research the subject you are interested in. And I don't think that SoundHound has any chance in this competitive market. Just make a test, comparison. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok 4. Of course, these are for general purpose AI. And SoundHound is focusing on specific industries, automotive and restaurants. But believe me, I don't think there is a big difference between those two. ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok 4 can do all these things and much better than SoundHound AI. Much better. Much better. So, investing in this company right now is like you give your money away. And to answer, to open the box, as I said during this video, I'll open the box. Find the answer whether this company is a great investment or not. And the answer is no, as you can see here. And I hope you understand why this is not a great investment. Yes, the revenue can go up, can again double from this level, but at what cost? To have a loss more than you make in revenue, over 350 million. Yes, it sounds nice to have AI in the name of your company. SoundHound AI. You attract more investors, more money, there's more shares, but shareholders will suffer a lot. And as I said, mark my words, stock price from this level will go down. Now, if you want to invest in this company, go ahead. Just be aware of the risk. But if you want better investment ideas, much better, low risk, high returns, you can simply join my portfolio. Go to my profile, press join, and there you can have access to every transaction I do, where you can find real businesses, profitable, high earnings, that grow more in the future, and can more than double your money. 2x in 1 year. I have an investment that can double your money in 1 year. And of course, other investment ideas. So if you want to increase your returns with low risk, go to my profile and press join. And if you have other questions about SoundHound, please let me know in the comments.